Hello everyone and welcome back to the breakdown. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make a Minecraft 1.15 server. We're going to be going over every single step of getting a Minecraft 1.15 server, from downloading the server files to getting everything set up and actually running on your computer, to even allowing your friends to join in order to let you play Minecraft 1.15 with your friends. It is all covered in this video. First and foremost though, I do want to mention something. This is not a 24-hour server. It is a server meant for just your friends, family, people you trust, people who you would be okay with coming over to your house, basically. It is also not a 24-hour server, meaning it is only up and running when your computer is up and running. It's not up all the time. If your computer isn't running, you're not actively managing it, it is not going to be up and running. Also, on top of all of that, this is a server that is going to use your own computer's resources, meaning if you don't have a, at least okay computer, it doesn't have to be like a super computer or anything, but if you don't at least have a good computer with a newer CPU and a decent amount of RAM, you're not going to be able to run this server on your computer. So what if that's the case? What if you do want everyone to be able to join it? You want to have a public server. What if you want your server to be up 24/7, and even if it's not public, you want your friends to be able to join it, even if you're not actively playing and things like that? Or what if you just simply don't have a good enough computer to run your server in general? What do you do then? Well, that is where Apex Minecraft Hosting can come in. Apex Minecraft Hosting is an incredible Minecraft server hosting company that will allow you to get a server set up in under 5 minutes. Yes, you heard that right. Right now, you're watching this video. You can see it's a huge video, probably almost 20 minutes long, to set up a server. At Apex, 5 minutes and your server is set up. It is absolutely incredible. I'm literally setting one up right now on your screen in this video here. You just go through, get your server, click a few buttons, and boom, you have an IP address that you can join. You can add plugins to your server. You can do everything you want to do. Plugins, mods, mod packs, anything you want to do, you can do it with Apex, and it is all super, super easy. They have great tutorials, incredible 24/7 chat support, so no matter what time of day, no matter what's happening, if it's midnight or 4 in the morning or 4 p.m., it doesn't matter. There is someone on Apex there ready to talk to you, ready to help you with any issues that you have. And on top of all of that, Apex servers are up 24/7. That means people can join your server anytime you want, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They can be made public. They're designed to be public with DDoS protection and all sorts of other awesome things, allowing your server to be up and online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And then last but not least, on top of all of that, they are hosted on Apex Minecraft Hosting's hardware. So even if you don't have the best computer, you can set up a server at Apex and still play on your server. For example, if you can play on play.breakdowncraft.com, our server, you can play on Apex, because our server is actually hosted on Apex Minecraft Hosting. It's not hosted on, any computer locally or anything like that. It is hosted on Apex Minecraft Hosting. So if you want to try Apex before you buy it, you can also check out our server, play.breakdowncraft.com. You can find all of that information, including Apex Minecraft Hosting, at the first link down below, thebreakdown.xyz/Apex. Again, if you want an incredible 24-hour DDoS-protected Minecraft server that anyone can join, whether it's your friends or anyone publicly, you can check out Apex, the first link down below. That is thebreakdown.xyz/Apex. Thank you so much to them for sponsoring this video. Let's go ahead and jump into getting this server though. What if you don't want an Apex server? You want a server that is up on your computer for your friends and family to join. Let's go ahead and do it. So the first thing you want to do is go to the second link down below, and I'm going to quickly lose what link numbers these are down below, but everything we have up here at the top of the screen is linked down below for you to get and all that stuff. So nevertheless, once you click on the second link down below though, it will take you here. This is actually our tutorial on how to make a Minecraft 1.15 server. I know I move fast, but these videos can be 45 minutes long if I don't. So because of that, we do provide text tutorials here that kind of go through things a little easier and allow you to follow at your own pace. If I go too quickly, you think I, kind of confused about a step, all of it is covered here, and this is in the description. However, once you're here, if you're following along with the video, just click on the download Minecraft button. Basically what this is going to do is take us off to where we can download the server file for Minecraft. So as you can see, download Minecraft 1.15.jar, so Minecraft_server 1.15.jar. Click on that right here, and then the download will begin in the bottom left. It'll just say server.jar. Now if you're on Google Chrome, you will need to keep this file in the bottom left. However, if you're on Mozilla Firefox, you just need to save the file in the center of your screen. So just click save in the center of your screen and you will be good to go. So if we go ahead and minimize our browser, and here we are on our desktop, we have the server.jar. If that's not on your desktop, no worries, it's in your downloads folder. The little Windows icons in the top left for me, bottom left of your screen, that little Windows icon in the top or bottom left of your screen. Click on that and then type in downloads, right like so, if I can spell it correctly today. There we go, downloads. And then have this downloads file folder. Click on that and you will find server.jar in here. Drag it to your desktop just for ease of use. Once the server.jar is on your desktop though, we need to go ahead and right click, create a new folder. You can name this folder whatever you want. I'm going to name it play.breakdowncraft.com. Why am I naming it that? Because that is our grief-protected Minecraft survival server. We've also got custom skyblock. We have a 1.15 medieval survival server. You can come online, play, enjoy, and just have tons and tons of fun with over 30 custom quests in-game. We have 7 different realms that you can explore, and that's on top of just being able to RTP, survive, mine, and thrive, and all of that stuff in the server. We also have aquatic survival with a /shop-based economy, and we have our Skyblock server, 100% custom Skyblock server with custom islands, custom plugins, OP enchantments. It is absolutely incredible. So come play with us. Play.breakdowncraft.com is the IP. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and drag the server.jar here into that folder we just created. Then we want to go ahead, open up our folder here. And then we want to right click, create a new text document. So right click, create a new text document. Then you can just leave this titled new text document. Then go ahead and double click to open up the new text document here. And then you want to go to the description of this video where you'll see this. Basically, you have all of these different codes, 2 GB, 3 GB, 4 GB. All these are in the description down below. Just copy one of them, right from where it says Java to the end of pause there. Now, most likely you probably want to start with 2 GB and then ramp up your RAM over time. For example, though, I know I have 32 GB of RAM, so I have no problem running 4 GB for my server. But if you only have 8 GB of RAM on your computer, try running your server at 2 GB and then scaling up. You can always go up. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and paste that into our new text document here. Then we want to go ahead and click on File, Save As, and then you want to make sure you save this as the file name run.bat, and then you want to save type as all files. So file name must be run.bat and save type as must be all files. Then go ahead and click Save. We can then close out of the documents we have here, and we'll have this run.bat file. I'm going to delete the new text document because we don't need it anymore, but you should still have the run.bat file. At this point, you should be able to double click on it, and it will go through and run, but then it will fail. Now, as you can see, it ran, and then it failed. It said, I need to read the ULA. However, if yours doesn't run, what do? Well, no worries. We have a solution for you. Go to the description down below, where you'll find our tutorial on how to download and install Java for Minecraft servers. Once you're here, just go through this tutorial to download the correct version of Java for Minecraft servers. Then once you have that, you'll be able to double click on the run.bat file. However, you could still have issues, and if you do, we do have the jar fix linked in the description down below, and what that does is make all the jar files on your computer work with Java once again. So go through this and run the jar fix in order to truly fix Java if downloading the correct version of Java doesn't work. Now we minimize our browser here. We should have this eula.txt. Again, we got that by just double clicking on the run.bat file. We would then want to go ahead and double click on the eula.txt and change eula equals false to eula equals true. TRUE, exactly like that. And that is assuming that we agree to the Minecraft eula here. This server does, so we're good to go. We can change eula equals false to eula equals true, exactly like that. Then we want to go ahead and do file, save, and then we should double click on the run.bat file, and it will go ahead and launch our server on up. Now, if it doesn't, you have issues here, it's simply because you didn't agree to the EULA correctly. Make sure there's no spaces or anything like that. It should just be a line of text exactly like this, EULA equals true. If you put a space here, sometimes it doesn't work. If you put a space at the beginning, it definitely won't work. If you put a space after the equal sign, not going to work. It needs to be EULA equals true, all one line, everything like that, and then you'll be good to go. And as you can see, our server is launching on up because we did it correctly there, and it is going to say done. Now, once it's done, your server is started, and at this point, you could open up Minecraft and join it yourself, but your friends, your family, people like that are not going to be able to join your server. That is a guarantee. So how do we do that? How do we allow your friends and family to join your server? Well, it's pretty simple, but it is one of the more complicated parts of starting a Minecraft server. The easiest part is done. We got to get through the port forwarding process in order to allow your friends to join, and that is what you need to do to allow your friends to join your server. You need to port forward. We're going to be going over every single step of that here in this video, so let's go ahead and do that. First and foremost, though, let's just stop our server. So to do that, come over into the CMD command prompt window over here and just type stop, stop, like that, and hit enter. It's then going to go ahead, shut everything down, boom, and then you'll see press any key to continue. Boom, there we go. Now let's go ahead and port forward. So to do that, click the little Windows icon. For me, it's in the top left, but for you, it might be in the bottom left. Click on that, and then this time we want to type in CMD. You'll then have command prompt here. Go ahead and click on that, and what? That's just what we had open. It is, but it's also a little different. We had the command prompt for our server open, not the one for our computer. This one's for our computer itself. Now we want to go ahead and type in ipconfig in here, ipconfig, exactly like that in our command prompt, and hit enter. Then we're going to get all sorts of information that we don't need. All we need is 2 numbers from this. So first and foremost, we're going to have our IPv4 address here. So I'm going to go ahead, open up a notepad document. And then in this notepad document, I'm going to copy down these 2 numbers. That way we can just close out of command prompt. So in here, we want our IPv4 address. So we're going to go ahead and type that IPv4 address, right like so, and we can find that over here. Now again, you might have to scroll up some on this to find it, right? But up here you'll see all of this, like IPv6, IPv4, all of that stuff. We want to have IPv4 address here, and then we want to copy this. So for me it is 192.168.1.123. Yours is most likely completely different, but that is perfectly okay. That's kind of how it should work. If it is the same, that's fine too, but it is most likely different from mine. Now for our default gateway, right like so, we then want to take our default gateway from the bottom here. Now if you have one that's like mine here, FE809610 3EFFF, if you have one that has letters in it, don't copy that one, right? Don't copy the one that has letters in it. Just get the one that is a string of numbers. In my case, that is 192.168.1.1, right like so. However, yours may be different. Your default gateway may be different. It could also most likely be the same, but if it's different, that is perfectly fine. Just copy it over from what it says over here. Just that bottom number, that's just the numbers. Don't get the one that's numbers and letters. Now at this point, we can close out a command prompt because these are the only 2 numbers we need to port forward. I know, people make port forwarding seem so difficult, when really and truly all it is copying and pasting some numbers into your router. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and first copy and paste some numbers over into the server.properties file. So we're going to go ahead and double click on the server.properties file, and for me it opens with Notepad. For you, you'll need to select it to open with Notepad. Once you do that, you then want to find where it says server-IP. So if we see here is server-IP right there. We want to go ahead and copy our IPv4 address and paste that next to server-IP right there. So you can see server-IP equals our IPv4 address. No spaces or anything like that, just directly next to that equal sign. Then go ahead and do File, Save, and now we can move on to port forwarding. At this point, I do want to remind you though that Apex Minecraft hosting does not require port forwarding. You do not need to port forward on an Apex Minecraft hosting server. You just get the IP address and type it into Minecraft. That's it. No port forwarding, nothing like that. Quick, simple, and easy. But let's go ahead and port forward. To do this, we're going to go back to our browser here, and then we're going to go ahead and open up a new tab. So we're just going to open up a brand spanking new tab here, and then in this new tab we're going to take that default gateway. For me, 192.168.1.1. yours may be completely different, but whatever your default gateway is, go ahead and copy it and paste it into your web browser right where you would type in like a website, for example. Then go ahead and hit enter. Then it will open up something that looks similar but most likely completely different from what you're seeing right here. Most likely it's going to look completely different from this. The only similarity is you will see some sort of a login box here, right? That's all you're going to see that is similar in comparison to my setup here. Now, if you have a Linksys router, it might be the same thing, but most likely yours is completely different. Yours might just be a login box that pops down from the top of the screen. It might be a login box like this. It might be a login box in the center of the screen, but most likely you're going to have a login box. What do you enter in there? Well, that's why we have a link in the description down below on how to find your router's password. This goes through all of the different methods that you can use to find your router's password. Most people find it by method 3, but unfortunately sometimes you might have to contact your ISP to get it. But usually you can get your router's password by method 3, and then come back over here, enter that login information into your router, right like so. For me, it's just simple of clicking that and then clicking sign in, and then you will log right on into your router using the router username and password that you found over here on this website. But nevertheless, once you are here, your router is most likely going to look completely different from mine. Don't worry about that. I'm going to give you all of the common names and things like that that you can look for in your router. But most importantly, we have a ton of additional tutorials, as you're probably picking up now, because we want to help you the most effective way possible. And here we do have a tutorial on how to port forward. Now the thing is, this isn't just any port forwarding tutorial. We go through all of the top routers currently on the market and how to port forward on every single one of those top routers. From Verizon and AT&T to Linksys, Cisco, and Netgear, it is all covered in that video. So you want to go watch that router or watch that video and see how to port forward. Even if your router isn't specifically mentioned in that video, it will still probably help you as most routers are made by 4 or 5 different companies and then just resold and rebranded by other companies, meaning the wording in the back end is the same. So if you just listen to that, watch it and see like, okay, it could be called this, it could be called this, it could be called this. Whenever you get into your router, you're gonna be like, it's called that, and you'll be able to find it. Now, let's go ahead and port forward on my Linksys router, and as we go along here, I am going to be giving you some separate and different terms that you could look for when port forwarding. For me, it is in security. For you, it may be in advanced, it might be in advanced, it might be in privacy, it might be in port forwarding / port triggering, it might just be in port forwarding, it might be in apps and gaming. Yeah, apps and gaming. That's where your port forwarding can be. Kind of weird, right? It could be in NAT forwarding, NAT forwarding. It could be in NAT gaming, NAT gaming. It could be in NAT triggering. There are so many different names for it, but if you look for port forwarding, port triggering, apps and gaming, or in security or advanced, most likely you will find it. For me, it is in security though. Then it is in, what did I say it could be? Apps and gaming. Look at that, apps and gaming. I said it could be apps and gaming, and that's because that's a popular name for that. So we go apps and gaming here. And then it's going to be under single port forwarding for me. For you, it might just be under apps and gaming, and then you have a list of ports. It could be under port forwarding. It could be under port forwarding / port triggering, or NAT forwarding, NAT forwarding. It could be called single port forwarding. It could be called individual port forwarding. So many different names for it, but overall you are looking for port forwarding. So as you can see here, we have single port forwarding. And then in here, we're going to go ahead and click add a new single port forward. For you, you might just have a list of like boxes, basically similar to that look, just all the way down the page. And if that's the case, just fill in the information there and then click save on it. But nevertheless, let's go ahead and do this. So first and foremost, we're going to go ahead and name this port forward. This is just an ID, basically. It could be application name, it could be called ID, but we just want to say what this port forward is for. And for my case, that's Minecraft. For you, it's also Minecraft. So you can just put Minecraft in there. For external port, you can put 25565. And as a matter of fact, for anything mentioning the word port, whether it's external port, internal port, port 1, port 2, first port, second port, inside port, outside port, whatever it says for port, put 25565. So as you can see, external port says the word port, everybody. So what do we do? 25565. Internal port, guess what we're going to do there? 25565, right like so. Protocol, we're going to go ahead and do TCP/UDP, UDP/TCP, or both, whichever one is more available there. So as you can see, we have protocol both, external port 25565, internal port 25565, and then protocol is going to be both. However, you might have TCP/UDP, but whatever you do, you want to make sure both protocols are selected. Now for device IP or internal IP, or inside IP, or local IP, could be called any of those things. You want to take your IPv4 address, so in my case, 192.168.1.123, we want to enter that in here. So 192.168.1.123, right like so. Boom. Now, you might not have the place for an IP. You might just have a list, like a drop-down box list of all of the devices connected to your internet. And if that's the case, just select the computer that you're hosting your Minecraft server on. Now, at this point, you're most likely done. You can click save and you can click apply. However, some routers want an external IP or an outside IP. And if that's the case, that's okay, because everyone watching this video right now needs to get to their public external IP address. How do you find that? Well, you go to the description down below to whatsmyipaddress.com. It'll take you here, and this will show you your IP address, but it also shows you why you want to make sure this is only given to either friends, family, people you can trust, because as you can see over here, your region, so your state, your city, your zip code, even your latitude and longitude coordinates can be found via your public IP address. That's why it is so important to keep this for just your friends and family. It's why in this video you can only see the last 3 digits here, 211, right? You can see 211 here, but that's it. That's all you can see, because you want to keep that information public or private and don't want to give it out publicly. That's why Apex Minecraft hosting is the only way and the best way to host a public Minecraft server, because you don't have to worry about this information getting out. So nevertheless, there you have that. What you want to do is copy your public IP address from here. Most likely yours, it is going to be completely different from mine. So just go ahead and copy your public IP address here and then come back over to your router. If you need to enter in your public IP address here, do that. Otherwise, click apply, click OK. And now the hardest part of creating a Minecraft server is done. It's over. It's done. No more port forwarding. All we need to do now is minimize our browser, open up our Minecraft server folder here, double click on that run.bat file. At the same time, we're going to go ahead and open up Minecraft 1.15 here. Now this is actually my first time running Minecraft 1.15. not going to lie. So let's go ahead. As you can see, latest release 1.15 there. Go ahead and click play, and I'm going to download it and launch it up. This is the first time I am launching Minecraft 1.15. So when we open this up here, because it's my first time, I'll probably get a like multiplayer access warning. So there we go. It is now opening up, and we should be good to go. We might actually get a multiplayer warning there, as I was saying, because this is my first time launching up Minecraft 1.15 here. But there we go, loading on up, and whoa, they put those bees front and center, don't they? You know, bees aren't my favorite thing, so yeah. But anyway, if I click on multiplayer here, oh, what is that? Play.breakdowncraft.com, the best Minecraft server in the multiverse. We've actually not updated 1.15 yet. Something I'm doing a little later today, just after this video, but nevertheless, there it is, the best Minecraft server in the multiverse. Come play with us. By the time you're watching this video, you'll be able to join on 1.15 without any problems whatsoever. But what we want to do is click on Direct Connect down here, and then once we click on Direct Connect, we can put in our public IP address here. Now, as you can see, only 211 is all you can see. Now, most likely, if you click Join here, it's just not going to work, right? Like, I will let it go ahead, and oh, it actually did put us right on in there. But if it doesn't work, don't worry about that, right? So as you can see, it worked, and we're all fine. We are in game. But if it doesn't work, don't worry about it. Before you freak out, make sure your friends can join off of your public IP, because sometimes you can't join off of your public IP address, only your friends can join off of your public IP address. So go ahead, make sure your friends can join off of it, and if they can't, it is going to be a firewall of some sort there. So make sure your firewall is, you know, open and everything like that. Either Windows Defender on your computer or the firewall on your router needs to be open in order to allow your friends to join via the port forward. The reason I was surprised there is, for the past, like, you know, few months, I've not been able to join off of the public IP address. However, my friends have been able to, but I did do some changes to our kind of local networking in order to make sure that could happen. But nevertheless, long story short is, your public IP address, you should be able to join off of it. But if you can't, and your friends can, here's what you do. Just come in here, direct connect again, and then when you direct connect, you want to enter in your local IP address. So 192.168.1.123, that's our IPv4 address that we got earlier. If you come back over here to our notepad document, as you can see, there it is, right there. Then click Join Server, and you'll see it joins us right back in, right where we were, and we're good to go. So yeah, as long as you can join off your public IP address, or as long as your friends can join off your public IP address, and you can join off your IPv4 address, you won't have any issues. However, if you can't join off your public IP address, go right ahead. And that's that. If you have any issues, check your port forward, check your firewalls, check your antivirus. Sometimes antiviruses like to block connections as well, and yeah, that's that. I wanted to run over here to this village just because why not? I know everybody always likes to get the seed, so let's go ahead and talk about that. So right now, if I go ahead and do /seed in game, it's not going to let it happen. The reason is we need to op ourselves. How do you do that? Well, come over here to your command prompt, and then type op, and then your username. So in my case, op Nick King, hit enter. As you can see, I have been made a server operator. So now in game, I can do /seed, and you can get the seed. Right there it is. Pretty cool stuff, right? Pretty simple, pretty easy. And now that I'm opt, I can do all sorts of fun things. Like I can do /game mode, creative, right like so, and we can see all the 1.15 stuff. So if we type in bees here, we can go ahead and do a bee spawn. So we can spawn in a bee there. That is so freaky. I do not know how to handle this. Their mob movements are so much more fluid. Do they flock together? Interesting. And you know, we can even get things like a bee nest and, you know, a bee hive, and all of that stuff can be added now. So pretty cool stuff there, and something that I'm really excited for with Minecraft, to be honest. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy your new Minecraft 1.15 server. If you do have any questions about Minecraft 1.15, or specifically starting a server in Minecraft 1.15, let us know in the comment section down below. Come play with us on play.breakdowncraft.com. We'll be updating 1.15 very, very soon. My name is Nick. This has been The Breakdown. Thank you all so much for watching, and I am out. Peace.